Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today I want to talk about June 2020 in the U.S., United States of America, and the divide that we are seeing between blue and red in America right now, and what the blues excel at and what the reds excel at. So, blues and reds, Democrats and Republicans, okay? Blues, people who like hummus and drive cars that don't run on gas, and reds, and are generally pacifists, like want pacifism at the personal level and at the international level, right? Those are blues, right? What are reds? Reds are people who eat cheeseburgers and drive big block pickup trucks and do not support pacifism in their personal lives and do not support pacifism as an international policy for the United States of America. All right, that's your reds, Republicans and Democrats, right? So one of the things, so this is first week of June 2020, and America is there are some serious there's social unrest right now, and it's alarming. A lot of people are very upset. And people are like taking a look and saying, hey, how did we get here, right? Well, this political divide we have in America is very extreme. And I want to look and say, when you boil this all down, where are we at right now between the blues and the reds? Right? And here's the thing. This is, I think, where we've arrived. The blues are incredibly powerful from the point of message and communication. From the point of message, okay? So the blues are always able to be heard. The blues control the media pretty much. I think there's only one significant red channel in all of media. Almost the entirety of the entertainment industry and the media itself is controlled by blues, right? And the blues, they are just heard. The blues have absolutely no problem crafting a message, getting that message out, making it known what they want, what they don't want, and really just being very, very forthright and communicating exactly what they wish and what they don't wish, and they're always heard. Blues have become experts and masters at making sure they are heard. Right? This is a very significant thing, and the blues are always heard. They've mastered messaging. They've mastered getting their word out on Twitter, getting their word out on television, getting their word out on the big screen. They can say whatever they want. No one can stop them from saying it. They can say it at whatever frequency they want, and there's almost no limits to how viciously they can mock people. They can paint people with a broad brush. They can do whatever they want from a communications perspective, from a message perspective. Okay? And they're masters at this, right? But they can actually get virtually nothing done. Right? Now, why is that? Well, generally, I think the reason why this is fundamentally the blues really detest strong, authoritative leadership. That's it. And if you don't have one central figure at the point of your message, driving home the message and making sure that words turn into actions, you're not going to be able to get anything done. And that's exactly what's happening with the blues. The blues all over America, they have these beautiful ideas and they have these beautiful ways to communicate those ideas, and they're never unheard. But they have the ability to do virtually nothing, right? The reds are the exact opposite. The reds are all the way on the other side. They are absolutely terrible at messaging. They are not, they don't have, you can count on one hand the number of people in Hollywood that have any type of red thinking, right? They are absolutely terrible in the entertainment industry. They're terrible at at getting their message out through Twitter. They're terrible at getting their message out through virtually any communication, any traditionally social media, large scale communication method. They're really, really bad at messaging and being heard, and they are frustrated that they're frequently not heard. And so reds in America are really bad at messaging. They are either terrible at communicating what they want and really defining for people what they want, and they're terrible at just having their message heard when they want their message heard at the frequency they want their message heard. And in many ways, and this was very clear in 2016, the thoughts and the desires and the preferences of the Reds are really a secret to the East and the West Coast elites, and they're a secret to large tracts of the United States of America. Their desires remain unseen, unheard, uncommunicated, right? But the Reds can accomplish virtually anything they set their minds to. The choices they make, right, and they're saying yes to things that the Blues say no to, allows them to accomplish virtually anything. So while the Blues have mastered messaging, the Reds have mastered actual power, right, in America right now. And I think this is just going to continue. And I'm deeply saddened by what's happening with this 2020 U.S. presidential primary. Think back to June 2019. We had an array of brilliant, young, of sharp as a tack, young, diverse candidates. Where are we now, right? You'd be hard-pressed to describe Joe Biden as sharp as a tack. If you use that term with him, you'd have a lot to explain, right? No one can say he's young, and no one can say he has any diversity, right? So basically, this is where we've landed, and the idea that Joe Biden is going to deliver anything for the Blues, it becomes increasingly laughable every single day, right? And so it just looks like the Reds are going to run away with this election. And also, while the Blues have mastered messaging, they are always able to be heard, always get their desires and their preferences across to the world clearly. Their ability to deliver those desires and their dreams is virtually nil. And the Reds are the exact opposite. They're just absolutely terrible at messaging. They're terrible at communication. But they can deliver whatever they want. And there's a whole lot of reasons for that. And until the Blues say, hey, how do we actually get to the point of turning our words into actions, turning our dreams into reality, the Blues are going to be a tough side to be on. And I have to say, I'm a registered Democrat at this point, and I'm increasingly asking myself, why? Like, what is possibly going to be accomplished under this blue power base? And it is very, very challenging. If all you care about is being heard and getting your message out there, the Blues are the team for you. If you actually want to get anything done, if you want to make your dreams into reality, that's the Reds. They have that ability. They have the ability to make their dreams into reality, and they're doing it every day. And they're not telling people they're done, and people are just saying, oh my gosh, look at what the Reds did. A lot of what the Reds are accomplishing right now, people realize it 3 to 6 months after it's done. Truly, truly incredible. I wish it was different. I do really, really, really wish it was different. All that's my opinion. What do you think? Do you think that the Blues can accomplish their goals with the blue power base that currently exists? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below. Please consider liking and subscribing, and have a wonderful millennium.